Alright, hey guys, this is Alien Dead here, and we're about to talk about some of my wonderful account, and it's called Santa Shark. Alright, so we're trying to go for a raids item before we lose our hardcore status, and since we want to keep our hardcore status, there's going to be a couple different things we're going to avoid, maybe, or we're going to have to create another account that's non-hardcore, non-Iron Man to practice. So I'll be doing that on the side. That way I'll have a good account to actually, so I don't die, like doing something like a Dragon Slayer 2, Monkey Madness 2, the new Elf Quest. I really want to do all those, but I'm super afraid of dying because I've never really had an account that's, I guess, experienced and high level. So basically what I want to do with this guy is I want to get all the skills to like 70, 80, well not all of them because one's like crafting, herb lore, construction. They're doable, but in my opinion the best methods to get them unlocked, like charter ships, but actually being able to use the Glax Snake spell, but I need lunar diplomacy, which I need combat, which I have to fight a boss, so that means I gotta level up that. Some of the main skills we're going to be focusing on would be stuff like Slayer, Herblore, farming. We're going to tackle those ones, and Hunter, as fast as possible because they give the most wonderful rewards. I'm going to kind of treat this account as a skiller account for a bit because right now we're still 10 HP, but we bought a cannon and we're going to use some more of that, to hop around and have fun doing combat, because once we get 99 fire making, then we'll be able to do combat because, hit points won't matter anymore. And I know other people are like, oh, well, you can get 15 hit points and still be hit once. Well, I was 15 hit points and I was still like 79 fire making, and I was getting hit threes, twos. Like, I did not like it at all, so I'm just going to stay 10 HP, just to play it safe, so I don't have to really worry about much. Some of the skills, when they start to get to 80, 70, it's going to take a lot longer to actually put out a video. As you can see, my editing techniques are still in progress right now. I'm using a video editor, and I basically placed all my screenshots to be like 1 second. So that way it's going to go throughout, basically not in a certain order, but since, I have over like 900 plus pics because that's how many screenshots it's taken. And then also, I'm going to be recording quests, but I'm going to be doing probably the full quest and I'm going to try to, make it fun and interesting and, fun to laugh at. The more editing techniques that I can learn, the better, because if I can maybe like flip things and be able to insert things and be able to like edit stuff, I think that's going to make things a lot more enjoyable. This is project 1.2, so the first video we did, I tried editing some clips in my voice into it, so this time we're going to do pictures and voice with hopefully my voice, because I'm using a recorder from my phone, so hopefully that won't be too bad. And hopefully it'll actually be something, worth watching. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's some of my clue scrolls. Oh, well, they're gone now, but I pretty much got a bunch of junk. We really want to get the prayer robes from clues, because once we get that, then we'll be able to have a lot more prayer. Oh yeah, and we just unlocked the Faldor shield, because now we can create a mind talisman. I just got that recently from an impling, which was, I had to do, it didn't take me that many, I was like 3 or 4, but hunting them down took a while because I was hopping worlds like 80 times, and I was messaging my CC to see if they had any help. I'm just in one. I haven't really created one. Maybe if the series takes off, maybe I'll create my own. I really want to get the Dragon Hunter crossbow, or Dragon Claws, or just really any, fun weapon. If I get a prayer scroll, I'm going to be like, hooray, but I mean, it's not really that cool because, it's not really an item that you can use. Especially if I'm a hardcore Iron Man, that doesn't really take a lot of risks. Probably some of the riskiest things we're going to be doing is maybe um, Rex. I'm probably focused on him more since I don't really need, well, because we're going to get like the best minimum gear you can really get. 'Cause I think there have been peers that have done raids, but you know, of course, they have Dragon Warhammer and Bando's Godsword and this and that. So we really need to start getting that basic account up, basically, so that way we can maybe I'll make like a berserker so that way I can do PKing, and then I'll have like a low level high stat account. That way we'll be able to be more confident when we do like Zora, Cerberus, you know, anybody that can take away my precious red helmet. I need that. I love it. Like, it's one of like the main motivators, because you know, just having that red helmet, you know, it's so different compared to just that regular bland gray Iron Man helmet, you know. I mean, it just, but and then again, you know, of course, since I don't have you know, death, you know, it kind of limits me on things, but I mean, we'll still be able to get the fire cape, raids items, maybe a couple of hard clues caskets. I mean, as long as I can have my hardcore status while at a raid and getting an item, then I'll be happy. That's all I want. After we get our raids item, we'll probably go for all raids items, and then after all raids items, then we'll, you know, keep going, because we'll have a lot, you know, better equipment. Theater of Blood, I'll probably get like 1,000 KC done on like a different account before I even attempt to think about that, because there's so many different things like lag, or you know, a team mistake, or even your own mistake, you know, just from being nervous, you know, or like having like your mouse pad like cringe up or something, you know, and it blocks your mouse from going all the way. I mean, there's so many micro little things, you know, that can get you killed and stuff. All right. Well, and so some of the beginning skills I really want to tackle are stuff like Hunter for the Implings, because they have so many good drops that you can alch, and a lot of good starter equipment like seeds or Earth Implings. And I think the next Impling that I got gave me a unicorn horn, so that's more herbal experience. So yeah, that's how I got like 31 and stuff. Well, actually, I got 31 from a lamp. Oh yeah, here's us doing some herb lore. Right now we're trying to rush a bunch of levels, because we just like we want to get all, you know, like get some like base 60s, depending. Like, I think rune crafting, once I get decent enough, I'll be able to unlock ZMI altar or whatever it is. Then that'll be one of the safest spaces to do rune crafting, because if I go run around back and forth to the abyss, I'm not certain, because I've died before running back and forth to the abyss not paying attention. Like, I lost like 4,000 cosmic runes once before, and I really want this hardcore Iron Man to succeed. So, you know, if we have to take you know, like the 3rd or 4th best XP rate compared to, you know, the top dog, that's probably something that we're gonna have to do. And it's not gonna be super interesting content to watch, but while I do like a really boring skilling grind on one account, I'll have my second account, which we will be basically he'll be like bait, basically. Like, he'll be practicing, you know, like he's gonna be the guy that's gonna take all the first hits, you know, the scratches, you know. He's gonna walk into the bar and be like, yo guys, what's going on? And all of a sudden a fist is just gonna come flying. But the second time, my next guy coming in, he'll be like, oh hey, it's a fist, and he'll be able to dodge that, you know, and we'll be able to keep going. So it's kind of funny that I'm going to be training 2 accounts to like end game, because I've never done that before. So it's going to be a journey of creating an account that's hopefully, you know, fun to watch, you know, because if my editing, you know, kills it, you know, or, you know, the sound doesn't sound good or something like that, you know, I mean, you know, hopefully it'll be a work in progress, you know, that I can add and make stuff, and hopefully make, you know, the journey fun, because you're going to be following Santa Shark, and he wants a raid item bad. Diaries, you know, that are locked behind bosses, we're definitely going to be OP as much as we possibly can. We'll probably have like 10 stats above everything plus, whatever equipment we can get because like for mining, if I wanted the black dragon or the dragon pickaxe, we'd have to kill KBD because that'd be like the safest place to get one. But then I'd also need a scouter to make sure it's safe to get there. So that's where the other account comes in as well because having two accounts is going to be way better than having none. Or well, basically it'll be way better than doing it solo because then I have to try to hopefully pray if I use like a dusty amulet that nothing will be there, or I'd have to rely on somebody not to kill me. And I think the temptation of having a hardcore under your belt would probably be too much for people, even if their intentions were good, and it's not like I'm saying like, oh, I don't trust them. It's just that like it's your hardcore status and you have to keep it safe. You have to baby it. There's so many outside factors that want to take it away from me, that want to take it away from you, to like that you just have to watch out. Like C Engineer, him and his hardcore Iron Man versus PvP, like I try to watch his series, try to learn how to escape, how to what inventory looks good, what armor, what you can do to try to more than likely survive, but actually doing it and taking it into practice. I mean, that's why I think we're going to create a berserker along the hardcore Iron Man to like combine the two, and hopefully I don't mix up the accounts and actually get my hardcore killed, because I know other people, they have multiple accounts and they accidentally kill theirs and they're like, oops. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But basically, there's still a lot of undiscovered content, like the Fourthos dungeon I haven't explored. There's so many other things and places that we can do that I'm really excited, to get this series started. And I'm commenting over, already taking picture clips and whatnot. So hopefully, this works out, and you'll actually, enjoy it, because I'm going to put a ton of work into this. Editing, I don't know if I'm limited by my editor, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can and be creative and just have it fun, because I don't know, I just want it, to be a really fun, interesting series, and I've always wanted, to do something with video games, be it programming or reviewing or, gameplay. And now that I actually have a computer that I can actually do that, now I can actually maybe start having some fun with it and getting better and better. And throughout this series, hopefully, you'll be able to see clips and things change. And I hope you enjoy, because this is our hardcore Iron Man, and it's his journey to get a raids item. I think we're well on our way there. Farming and herb lore are going to be huge, getting 7-day herb lore, and then after that, it's just Slayer and getting the, best gear that we can so we don't die. Well, if you guys made it this far, I really appreciate, watching. If we can get 1 like, that'd be amazing, or any views, because it's pretty small.